Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film my last fragrance haul for 2025 before, 2025 is over. I've been so slammed with work, but I'm gonna go ahead and start off with something, some affordable things that I got. I was perusing Bath and Body Works, I think, for a candle for the holidays, and saw Cucumber Melon for like $4 ish. And this is a scent that I used to wear like way back in the early 2000s, and it was one of my favorites. It was this scent, and then I ended up with like the Black Raspberry Vanilla and Beautiful Day. But this was one of my favorite ones. It's fresh, it's slightly sweet from the fruit, a little green. I really liked it, and I was really curious if I would still like it. And for $4, I figured why not. I've only kind of spritzed it on the back of my hand once. I haven't had a chance to really wear it. And I think it smells the same, but after trying this one, and then I got a bottle of Juniper Breeze several months ago, and I spritzed it once, and it was awful. It was just really screechy and kind of chemically smelling. So I'm not sure if they reformulate their scents, which wouldn't surprise me, if they're using cheaper materials, which also wouldn't surprise me, or if my nose is just changed, which could also be it. But I still do like body mists in general, so I'm not sure. But I'm excited to kind of test this one out and see how I like it, just for the, nostalgia feels. Some more affordable ones I got were from Victoria's Secret. So this is the Bear perfume. This is the 50 ml. I've been hearing Karina Waldron rave about this for quite some time. I was always really curious about it, but I just wasn't really buying fragrances from Victoria's Secret anymore. I've never been big into their body mists because I was going to Bath and Body Works for those. So the only things I really purchased from Victoria's Secret was the original, like, very sexy fragrance, but they have reformulated that so much it doesn't smell the same, and I don't like it. And what's the other one? Bombshell. Those were the two perfumes. And I used to get those in the body sprays, and then like one bottle of perfume, and that lasted me a long time. So I was curious to try this, and I had coupons, and there was a sale. I think I got this for like $23, so cheaper than Travel Mist perfume from Sephora, so I figured why not. And this smells really good. It kind of reminds me of Viva La Juicy, I think. I haven't really worn it yet to really test it out, but it's sweet. There's some citrus, some woody notes. I like it so far, so I'm excited to kind of test this out and see how I like it. I have a couple other things from Victoria's Secret too. So I was watching Musings of a Curvy Lady, and she completely influenced me to try the Bare Sueded Vanilla, which the fact that I was influenced to try a vanilla fragrance is very rare. Vanilla fragrances are not my thing. I like vanilla notes in my perfumes, but vanilla perfumes are not usually something I gravitate towards. I don't know. I just feel like they can get a little too gourmand, which I don't want to smell like food. And then sometimes I think just on my skin, they're just a little too linear. It just smells like pure vanilla on my skin, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But she really hyped this up. And so again, during that huge sale, I went ahead and blacked out apparently and got the whole line. So I have the perfume, the body spray, travel, the lotion. It was like everything was so cheap. I was just like, okay, if I don't like the travel, I can return everything. But obviously, if you can see the dent here, I don't really have any complaints about this. So it is exactly kind of what the notes describe it to be. There's saffron, vanilla, sandalwood, a milky note, which, again, I was really concerned about because lactonic fragrances can make me kind of queasy. But it's not like that. It has that kind of tone without giving me that hot milk sensation that I don't like. This is really nice. It's really pretty. It's easy to wear. It smells good. You can wear, for daytime. evening for bed, just to be cozy. It layers really well with other things. I really like it. So this is the 100 ml bottle. It's huge. It's kind of clunky. And I also got the 50 ml as a backup because, again, 20 something dollars. And I think I got this big one for $34 after the sale and the coupons that I had. So again, those prices are really good. So I figured even if I don't like it and I have to just give it away to somebody, it wasn't like a huge hit on the wallet. So I also have this body mist here because I was curious about how the body mist would compare to the perfume. And they do smell the same, and this is just a softer, airier type of version. So this is great for before bed to layer with other things. You can see I've got a little bit of a dent in there. I was very surprised how much I have enjoyed a vanilla fragrance. Okay, so now let's move on to some things I got like on sale. So I have from Ellis Brooklyn boxes these two body mists. There was 3 in the set, and I was really curious about them, but I just never picked them up. I just wasn't interested in dropping $30+ on something that I wasn't sure I was going to like. And I watched the reviews and people liked them, but nobody was really raving about them. Like, oh my gosh, these are a must have. I was most curious about the mango scent, and then kind of curious about the banana, and the lychee one I wasn't even that interested in, to be honest. But I was on Sephora a while ago, and these were like on super clearance. So I got both of these for less than $30 combined. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll give them a try because for 14 something each, I thought that was really worth it. And they do come in these really nice glass bottles. So the packaging is really nice, especially for a body mist. I've done a quick brief smell test to see how I liked it when I first got it. And I have to say, I think they already smell kind of different because this mango one is giving me an even more juicy mango vibe than when I first smelled it. So I'm actually excited about that. And the lychee one, which I didn't think I would like at all, when I first spritzed it, I was like, oh no, what is that? But after just a couple minutes, once I'm sure it was the alcohol and whatever else, is in there to kind of help aerosolize it. Is that a word? I guess it is now. Once that dissipated after just a couple of minutes, this actually smelled really delicious. So I am glad I was able to get my hands on them. They were out of stock of the banana one, so I couldn't try it, and that's okay. Again, I got both of these for such a good deal, and I'm excited once, spring, summer rolls around to actually test them out. I've been looking for like the perfect mango fragrance, and I have yet to find it. But that was, I thought, such a good little snag. Let's see what's next. I've got a couple travel sets. Let's do these. So in my search for mango scents this year, one of the ones that I found out has a mango note in it is the Paco Rabanne Fame. And I just, honestly, the bottle, it's cute and it's fun, but it's not something I wanted in my collection. It was just a little too, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But I was just like, no, I probably won't like it that much. But I saw this little so it's a travel spray, which I thought, okay, that's nice. And then you get this cute little dabber. And actually he's very cute, those little sunglasses. And so I think I didn't like the gold sequins because the actual bottle without them, I think is adorable. So I was excited to try it. I've given it one test sniff, and it was promising. So I'm excited to give this a wear later and see how I actually like it. And I got this, I think from Ulta. I think I got it from Ulta, and I think it was like on sale, and there was some type of points deal. So on sale, points deal with Ulta. I'm going to jump on that when I have something that's on my list. And let's go ahead and do this next set. This is from Phlur. I'm so scared I'm going to knock this poor little thing over. Let's put these over here. So this is from Phlur. This was like their little holiday conference set, and it has 4 of their fragrances in here. Let me go ahead and open it up. I believe they're all like 7.5 mLs. And these are cute because they actually look like the bottles of perfume, and they're actually spritzable. This is not a dabber. I'm not a huge fan of dabbers. So this is the missing person one. But when you open it up, it looks just like the perfume, but little. And you can spray it. So it's great for travel. Great if you want to try the fragrances without investing, you know, $100 for a full bottle or dropping 30 something dollars for a travel, especially if you get this on sale, use coupons, whatever. I believe the set was like 50 something dollars, and you know, I got it on sale. So you get Rose Whip, Vanilla Skin, Father Figure, and Missing Person. Rose Whip I have a travel of. Missing Person, I've finished the travel that I purchased. Vanilla Skin I have a travel of, and Father Figure was the only one I hadn't smelled before. So I was excited to get a chance to smell that. And go ahead and take these out. They're so cute. And I spritzed it once so far, and it's nice. I'm not sure it's going to be my favorite, but I have to play around with it a little bit more to kind of really see how I feel about it. But I couldn't pass them up because even after I used them all, they look so cute on display with my other Phlur fragrances, which I have a ton of. So let's go ahead and jump into the other Phlur things that I purchased. I got 3 more travels to add to the ones that I already have. So I got Vanilla Skin and Rose Whip and Strawberry Letter. Rose Whip and Strawberry Letter I actually didn't purchase myself. I signed up for the Phlur membership because I thought, you know, it would give me a good way to try some of the travels as like a free gift when you make a purchase. And I already had things that I knew I would want to purchase from them. So I thought it was a good deal. And just from getting these 2 free, I've already recouped how much the membership cost. So I got each of these with a separate order. One, I think this one in September, and then this one more recently. So I actually know I like Rose Whip. I had a little sample of it and blew through that in like 2 days. It smells really good. So let me go ahead and grab those. So here is Vanilla Skin, which is obviously well used. I actually really like it. I don't know, Phlur and their vanilla, whatever they're doing, I really enjoy it. And I was really skeptical that I would like it. I didn't think I would think it smelled bad. I just thought it would be like every other vanilla fragrance I've smelled, and I just wouldn't be that wowed by it. But I really enjoy it, clearly, as you can see from that, from the bottle. And then this is Strawberry Letter. I have tried this on once. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I was really curious about it. And again, it was a free gift with my purchase for that quarter. And it smells nice, but I have found I rarely like a strawberry fragrance or strawberry note in fragrance because it comes off so synthetic. So this one, I'm going to have to test it a little more, but this might be one that I pass on to someone else because I just don't think it's something I would reach for. But from the nozzle, it smells quite nice. I just was curious enough to say if I don't like it, I don't care. I just really want to smell it. People were raving about it. And then Rose Whip, and I love this one. This is one I will definitely be considering getting a full like bottle of. I really enjoy it. I like rose fragrances. And this is a nice, dark, juicy, kind of mysterious rose fragrance without being cloying or heavy or just kind of like too much, because Phlur fragrances tend to be softer in general. This is a really nice, you know, chill at home, get nice and cozy type of rose fragrance, and not as kind of striking and bold as some of the other ones I have in my collection, which I love. But this is nice because I can throw this on in the evening. You know, I'm going to go to bed soon, and that fragrance is not going to keep me up or bother me. Okay. Next thing from Phlur, I picked up the Missing Person body oil because I like the travel, but I wanted a more concentrated fragrance to really kind of test it out and see how I liked it. And I got it on sale. So here's the Missing Person body oil. I've worn it a few times. It smells so good. It's like I don't know if it's stronger than the perfume itself, but because it's that concentrated oil, when you put it into your skin, it's not going to like evaporate off of your skin as quickly as the perfume does. It obviously layers well with the perfume, but I've also layered other Phlur fragrances on top of the oil, and it does really well. I really like it. I'm glad I have it. Like I said, my missing person travel fragrance is completely empty, so I think I am going to go ahead and purchase a full bottle. Maybe I want to, yeah, I know their Phlur is having a sale right now. I think this might be the last day or tomorrow, so I might do that today and take advantage of that, because I really do like that, musky, clean, fresh, soft, sweet scent. Okay, next from Phlur. This was actually on my perfume tray for November. Yeah, November. This is the perfume Somebody Would. This is actually the first full bottle, product I purchased from Phlur. And here is the bottle. It's been on my tray, so you can see that there is a dent in here. I love this fragrance. I love woody scents. And this one, yeah, it's woody. There's like a bright citrus, and I think saffron's in here. It smells so good. It's like, yeah, nice and clean and fresh and woody and slightly sweet from the saffron. So I reach for it a lot. It's an easy wear. It layers well with other things. I'm really glad I got the full bottle. I really, really like it, and it is something I'm pretty sure I would repurchase once I go through it. And again, looking at that dent, I don't think it's going to take me that long to get through a full bottle. And then the next thing I've got 3 body sprays or body mists from Phlur. Tons of Phlur heavy video. The first body spray I purchased from Phlur was Amber Haze. And I believe this was the first purchase I made, and then that's where I also purchased this, or not, I also got this. So I purchased Amber Haze and then got Strawberry Letter as my free gift. And this was a blind buy. I'd heard good things, people comparing it to BR540, which I'm always a little skeptical of, because I feel like people like get that kind of saffron woody, combo, and automatically say it smells like BR540. And I will say it does a little bit, because it does have those notes. It is light and airy, but once you spray it on the skin, if you have BR540, if it's one of your favorites and you're really familiar with it, you're not going to confuse the two. I would never smell this and be like, oh, you're wearing Baccarat Rouge. No, but I would recognize that it is a saffron woody fragrance. It smells really good. I really like it. I have a little dent in it already. It's an easy reach. It layers really, really well with Somebody Would, because they both share a couple of notes. And so I'm really glad I have this one. I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like start making some more space over here. So really glad to have this one in my collection, and the quality is good. It lasts, I think, a decent amount of time for a body mist. Body mists are always something like I would carry in my bag and just top off when I needed to. Respraying a body mist is not something that bothers me. I'm not expecting them to last all day. The fact that they're light and don't stick around and they're not too strong is, I think, one of the perks of reaching for them. So, yeah, I have no complaints at all about that fragrance. The next one I purchased was Vanilla Skin. I was going between buying Vanilla Skin, a whole bottle of the perfume, because, again, I have the travel spray and I was going through it very quickly. Or the body mist. And so I watched some reviews of people kind of comparing the two. And so I decided, let me just go ahead and buy the body mist first. And then that's also how I got my Rose Whip as my free gift with this purchase. And just test them out, because again, the Vanilla Skin body mist is going to be so much more affordable than the perfume. If I like the body mist as much as I like the perfume, great. If they're exactly the same, then I'll just keep this one. No need to invest in the perfume. I don't think there's anything wrong with owning both. I think I still do want the perfume, but the body mist is actually pretty strong in the sense of it. I wouldn't say it performs like a perfume, but it performs stronger than a lot of other body mists, and it definitely smells like a perfume. So I really like this. Again, you can see the dent. I reach for it a lot. I layer it with other things. I've layered it with the Bare Sueded Vanilla. It smells really good. I've layered it with Amber Haze. I've layered it with Somebody Wood. It's great. I really like it. I'm glad to have it in my collection, and I think I probably will be getting a full bottle of the perfume. And the last body mist I have from Phlur is the new overhyped Vanilla Blackberry. When I saw this drop, I was really excited because one of my favorite scents from Bath and Body Works was the black raspberry vanilla, and they discontinued that. I know people have said that they bring it back from time to time, but I think it's just when it does come back. I don't shop at Bath and Body Works very often anymore, so I think when it does come around, I just don't see it. But it's also annoying because if I go through what I have and I want to go restock it, I can't because they don't have it anymore. It makes me not even want it. So I was hoping not that it would smell exactly the same, but that it would give me that kind of thing I missed about having the black raspberry vanilla body mist from Bath and Body Works. So I ordered it once it landed on the Phlur website, and it's still in stock now. I know for a while it was only available on TikTok Shop, and I was not doing that. So if I couldn't buy it directly from the store, I wasn't even interested in buying it at all. I'm not about that. But once it did drop, I did purchase it and, sprayed it on and thought, well, I'm glad I didn't purchase it from, one of those TikTok shop people because they were all lying. It's not that great. They were saying, oh my God, it's the best thing ever, blah, 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 blah. And they definitely overhyped it. And I mean, I understand why they're paid to do that, right? All of those reviews before the fragrance even became available to the public, they're all, given the product for free. A lot of them are incentivized or paid to give a good review, or they want to keep getting stuff. Because I don't believe that all those people liked it as much as they said they did. So I spritzed it on, and I did not like the opening. That bitter orange note was the only thing I could smell. And so I was like, ugh, okay, this is one I'm going to end up getting rid of, because if that's all what it smells like, no, thank you. Now, I will say that settled down after a couple of minutes and all the other notes came through. And I've worn it a couple times since then, and this does smell good. It really does smell good. I do like it. I'm happy it's in my collection. It's not as mind-blowing as most people said it was. I'm sure some of them actually do think that, because I could see how this would be for certain people. But, it's okay. I think I still like the way the Bath & Body Works Black Raspberry Vanilla fragrance smelled more. That was a little juicier, a little sweeter, smoother. The vanilla in there, I want to say wasn't as like candy sweet as it kind of is in here. So if you like a sweeter fragrance, once the dry down happens and that bitter orange settles down, this is pretty sweet, sugary sweet, not in a bad way. It's not too cloying or anything. But this is good. I'm glad I have it, but the hype was not real in my personal opinion. Okay, so now on to some perfumes. I picked up I got this from Fragrance X, the Clean Reserve. This is the Muguet and Skin. This is one I've been wanting to try for a while, but I hadn't been making a lot of progress on my just original Clean Skin, so I didn't want to have two bottles in there, but I've been using that one up pretty regularly. And this was on sale for like $40 something. So I thought that's a really good price. Let me go ahead and pick it up. So you can see the juice is definitely deeper than the original one. And I haven't had a chance to really test this out yet. I just spritzed it once to make sure it didn't smell off or anything. And it does smell like Clean Reserve Skin, but with a little something extra, like a little sweeter, a little fuller. So I'm excited to really try this out, see how I like it. Where can I put this? Here we go. Really test this out once I get through even more of my original Clean Skin. But this has been discontinued, so I wanted to make sure I got my hands on it before I couldn't find it anymore. The next perfume I got, this actually I had for a minute, but I was just waiting to get more stuff. This is from room 1015. I got Jasmine Freak. The box is really cute. I really like it. And I had heard about this fragrance. I hadn't really been that interested in it because I thought it was just going to be a jasmine fragrance, and I have plenty of jasmine fragrances. But then I discovered that it has a mango note in there, so I was even more curious. So I went ahead and picked up a bottle. I got this from, I want to say I got this from Max Aroma. And I like it so far. I've only tested it a couple times, and now it's had a couple months to sit after I've spritzed it. And so just from the bottle, I get the jasmine, and it smells nice. I get the kind of juiciness from the mango and some other fruit, but I'm not sure what's in here. Let's see if it says on the box. No, it doesn't. But I am excited to kind of test this out a little bit. I love the color of the juice. It's just really, I don't know, fun. So I am excited to test this out, get to know it a bit better. I'm thinking it's something that would be nice to try out in the springtime. So I will probably put it on a tray in like March or April or something like that. The next fragrance I have is another one that was like going viral, super hyped up. You know, everybody was talking about it. Everyone was angry about it. And that is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Ivory. I at first wasn't interested in getting it just because, again, something's limited edition. I'm like, okay. And the last limited edition fragrance that they did, the pink one, everyone said it really smelled like the original, but with like a little added whatever. And I was like, okay, I don't need it if it's going to smell 90% similar to the original one. But after looking more into the notes of this one, I was really curious because it sounded like, you know, with that, is it lime or is it bergamot? I can't remember, but there was like a fresh citrusy opening. I thought, oh, okay, this might be a lighter, slightly fluffy springtime version of the original Born in Roma, which I like, but I don't wear when it gets really, really warm out because the pink pepper comes out too strong. So it made me excited to try that. So I went ahead and I picked it up. And I'm not sure if you can still get it, but like eventually it came to Ulta. It was like all over the place. So now I know for next time, like I don't have to rush out to go get it because it's limited edition, because it eventually did hit a bunch of other places. But it smelled exactly like what I thought it would. There is a lightness and a freshness from that citrus in the opening. I do get the marshmallow. I know people were hoping it was going to be like a really gourmand fragrance, but the notes didn't look gourmand. The Born in Roma line is not gourmand in my personal opinion. And just from like the name, I was expecting something lighter and fresher and brighter, and that's exactly what it gave me. So I like it. I haven't had a chance to really, really test it out. This is another one that I really want to try in spring, but I think it smells really good. It does have that Born in Roma DNA, but again, a little greener and fresher from the citrus in the opening. There's a soft, sweet fluffiness from that marshmallow note. And I can't remember what else is in there, but I like it. The bottle's beautiful. It kind of performed exactly like what I was anticipating. I will say when I first tried it, the performance wasn't that, it's not a strong fragrance. Like all the other ones I've tried have been pretty bold, pretty strong, perform all day. I'm not sure I'm going to get that out of this one, but we'll see now that it's had time to sit for a little bit. If it ends up being stronger with some time to macerate a bit. And the last one I got also real hyped up and talked about is it's not even the newest flanker from Libre anymore, because they have a new berry one that I actually do want to try because that does sound good. But this is the Vanille Couture flanker. So this one only available in the 1.6 ounce. I picked this up from, where did it drop first? I'm assuming Sephora. I'm assuming that's where I got it. Yes, it was Sephora, and I got it when they were doing their fragrance points thing. So I got like 5 times the points on this. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. And here's the bottle, which is beautiful. And then you can see through it to see how much fragrance you have. So I won't lie, the packaging is what made me go, because it definitely wasn't the Vanille Couture. Again, vanilla fragrances aren't what I'm usually seeking out. But the bottle was pretty, and again, with the points perks, I thought, well, I know I like the Libre line, so let me go ahead and give it a try. So this is another one I need to really test out, see how I like it. It does, from what I remember when I first sniffed it, it does smell very similar to the Intense version, which I have. So if you weren't sure, you were on the fence, I mean, they are different. This one definitely, the vanilla, the extra added vanilla note is something I can definitely pick up. There is vanilla in the Intense as well, but this one, it's slightly different. But I'm not sure just wearing it on your skin, walking around doing your life, you're going to pick up on that much of a difference. Like, I wouldn't smell this one and say, oh my gosh, this is the vanilla, flanker of Libre. So I don't think I'm going to need both of them. I'm going to test this one out, and I might get rid of the Intense because this one is limited edition. So I'm going to keep it and use it, and I like the bottle. And then if I ever get through this one and I want more, then I can go back and pick up the Intense, but I don't need both. That's how similar they smelled to me and my nose. But give it a try for yourself because, everybody's nose is different. And so you might pick up those differences better than I do. Okay, so here is my last fragrance haul of 2025. I am shopped out. I really am. And this has been things I've been collecting since, I think, August or early September. But I'm excited to have all these. I'm excited to play with the ones I haven't really played with yet. I'm excited that I decided to step out of my box and try new things with this Bare Sueded Vanilla because I actually really, really do enjoy it. I'm glad I, gave it a chance. If you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down in the comments below. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.